Almost. Alright. Well, I hope that you all who are in the States and celebrate had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I know I did. It was just the husband and I, and we had an awesome quiet day at home with our pups. And, just as I said yesterday, I spent a good deal of time in the kitchen, but it was well worth it. It was certainly a little treat for us. So I hope that you had something that you really enjoyed and that you were able to spend time either with loved ones, or if you needed a break, that you were able to spend some time by yourself and being able to reflect as to what you're thankful for. I certainly have had some time today, certainly while I was cooking, as to what I'm thankful for, and much of it has to do with my loved ones, the tribe that I've built, that includes you guys. So thank you for following along and giving me your time, which I know is precious, so I truly appreciate it. But anyway, without further ado, we have 3 cards for today, and I found this spread really interesting because she gives us the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, separated by the Four of Pentacles, and that was very deliberate. These cards came out jumping hard. I apologize. My dogs decided that this was the perfect time to start playing. So hearing them, if it sounds like a small bear, yeah, that would be my boy. He sounds like a bear. I promise you, nobody's being hurt. Nobody is being hurt. All right, let me actually pause this. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, so as I was saying, it is very interesting how we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles separated by the Four of Pentacles. It is very interesting because both the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles talk about abundance. The approach is the difference. So, the feminine divine energy and the masculine divine energy, but both talk about prosperity, talk about knowing how to grow your finances, knowing how to grow your abundance, being very good at it. One is more on the nurturing side of things with gentler feminine energy, and then we have the more direct masculine energy. Please, as always, don't forget that when we're talking about the divine masculine and divine feminine, we have both. All of us, regardless of our gender identity, we have both within us. And what she's pointing out is you need to strive for that balance. Right now, something's out of whack. So she's saying you need to embody both. And what is tilting your scales, again, this is a card, once again, that we already saw before, and it is the Four of Pentacles, and that one talks about guarding your resources, being afraid of losing what you have, being very conscientious about how you spend your resources and all that jazz. And what she's saying is, like, again, that's all fine and good, but this is throwing you off balance. This is making it so you're not finding that balance between your Queen of Pentacles and your King of Pentacles, and your energy is a bit askew. So she wants you to focus on that today. She wants you to, if you have some time off today, it would be great if you could just sit quietly for a bit and just kind of do a little bit of a dive into how are you feeling? How are you feeling about especially your financial situation? She kept bringing up finances. So how are you feeling about your financial situation? How are you feeling about how you feel about your resources, where you're at, maybe, the job that you're at or one that you're eyeing. she's saying first, do that reckoning, think about where you're at and what has you nervous, what has you embodying the Four of Pentacles right now. And she's saying, I can guarantee you that once you figure out what it is, it's going to be a lot easier than you think to let go of that fear and to know and realize that you're actually perfectly equipped and ready for the challenges ahead. Obviously, there's always challenges. She's pointing towards change that's going to bring that abundance and that balance in your life. But change, as we know, especially we're human beings, change is always daunting. It can be a little scary for many of us, if not all of us. So just remember that just because it's changing doesn't mean it's bad. Change is necessary for growth. Change is necessary to get us back on the path that we were meant to be on, and this is exactly what's happening. That's why we had that tower moment on our previous reading, and she is saying just embrace it, embrace and she just said embrace the chaos, baby. So do just that, embrace it, embrace the change, embrace the switch in direction. It may not be exactly where you thought you were headed. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just the universe redirecting you to get you there faster. That's all it is. She's saying you're still going the same way. You're just taking a shortcut, basically. And she very much wants you to take that shortcut. But in order to do that, you have to find that balance within you, and you have to start looking at matters more positively and letting go of those purse strings a little bit. All right, she can keep talking for a while, I'm sensing, so I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm sure we're all tired, and you know, especially if you did celebrate today, we're all probably in a food coma still. So again, I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Friday, and I will see you all tomorrow. I will try tomorrow to actually do the healing that I had promised. I said before the end of the weekend, so I'm thinking for Saturday it's probably a great time. I know not everybody, but a lot of people are out of work and can focus more, and probably it'll help you all unwind after a week that may or may not have been a little trying for you. So look that in the horizon. And as I said, thank you so much for following along. I am very grateful for all of you, and I am sending you all much love. All right, take care.